Welcome back to MilduraWeekly.com.au. Today on Talk of the Town, I'm joined by Marion Guthrie, who's just returned from an overseas adventure to Peru, where she was joined by some staff and some leaders from two of the region's more prominent Catholic primary schools. Marion, thank you so much for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
Now, as we said, you've just come back from a big trip over to Peru. Can you tell us a little bit about that trip, its purpose, and who came along with you?
Yes, well, the purpose was to give other staff members of our schools the opportunity to experience the Catholic Global Mission, so to get a taste of where our fundraising has gone, the projects that we have been involved in over many years, since approximately 2002, and to give those people the opportunity to visit and meet the people, walk with the people, and see exactly what has happened with the funds that have gone and what has been put into.
So the two schools involved and the leaders, who were they?
In the past, Sacred Heart School has been mainly the fundraiser for the Peruvian projects, but because we belong to the Fundraising Partnership Council, which is a number of our schools, we were asked by the Catholic Education Office to consider taking a member of St Paul's, another school actually, in the Fundraising Partnership. So we decided to look into that, and Father Mick McKinnon suggested Veronica Vergara from St Paul's, and so she was welcomed onto the team. So that's why that was involved. So it's Sacred Heart and St Paul's primary schools were involved this time, yes.
You mentioned that you do a fair bit of fundraising through this, and it's about seeing where that funding goes. Can you take me through a little bit about what's involved in that?
In the fundraising? Yeah. Yes, certainly. Our Catholic Education Office, they send out a mandate each year for supporting missions overseas. Now, it could be India, it could be Myanmar, Philippines, it could be South America, and we've chosen Peru for a variety of reasons, but the fundraising is usually in October, so that's normally our mission month. And well, a variety of fundraising things. We do things like Lamington drives and hot dog days and rolling raffles and crazy hair days to get the children involved, crazy sock days. It's a lot of fun activities, but it's driven by the support for those less well off than people who are in our country, and it's to create within the minds of the children a global responsibility for those who are in need, refugees, people who are homeless, people who have no means of support financially, and people who are suffering from a lack of food. So there's a whole range of things, but the bottom line is to create in our children, who are going to be the citizens of the future, a mindset that helps them see that there are other people who are in need, and we have a responsibility as human beings on the planet to be aware of that, a consciousness actually.
What's the feedback been like having come back now with those that have journeyed over with you? I mean, I know this isn't your first time over in this capacity, so what's the feedback been like?
The feedback from all members, well, Father Mick McKinnon, he's worked in South America over 30 years, in Chile and Peru. But for the other three members, they were so touched by the experience, they were very touched by being asked to go in the first place. But the fact that they actually were amongst the people, they were so welcome, they were given gifts even though the people were very poor. But their feedback, I think, that has changed the way they will think about the poor, change the way they will think about presenting to their children that they teach the needs that other people have in our world. I think it has been an enriching experience for those teachers and leaders in our schools. And as team members, they were a wonderful group to work with. We got on, we were most compatible, but they were really amazed and astonished really by all the work being done by those people over there. I think what inspired them greatly was the people who've been out there for 30, 40 and 50 years, the religious sisters of St Joseph, the Columban priests, just lay people from all over the world who've been been amongst the people and worked amongst the people, and they are the ones that really inspired these other 3 young people that we took, because they said they've given their whole lives to these people, to the poor, you know, and supporting the projects that the people have set up.
Fantastic. Marion, thank you so much for coming in.
That was my pleasure. Thank you.
Be sure to tune back into milduraweekly.com.au for more videos.